Hello, this is Alert Day Trading. The purpose of this video and the videos I make is to journal my trades, notice any mistakes I'm making, notice good behaviors I'm exhibiting, try to duplicate those. So today, or this week actually, I'm focusing on only taking one trade per day per time frame that I trade. So for example, I use the 1, the 3, the 5, and sometimes the 10-minute time frames. And so I'm limiting myself to only one trade per time frame. And so I just took a 5-minute time frame trade. So if I see any other opportunities, I might jump on it, but at the same time, it's 11:27, so we're coming up on the lunchtime hour, so maybe not the best time to enter in any positions. But what I've been trying to focus on is finding stocks that have daily charts that have very little resistance, stocks that are making new all-time highs. And so I'll just quickly, if I remember, tell you the trades I was looking at. Here's one. NEM has a nice daily chart uptrend, and it broke through this all-time high right here. But at the same time, the amount of shares that it has, so you can see that it has almost 1 trillion shares. So the volume is good, but the amount of shares is very high. See, you want to find anything usually under 100 million. Maybe 100 to 200 million is doable. And see the trade I took today had 125 million shares. So not the most ideal amount of shares. The other term for this number is float. So the float was 125 million. Volume was good. NEM was pushing up higher, and then I noticed the pullback here. I was looking at the 5-minute chart, and you can see a really nice trend. Look at all those green candles, and here's where I got interested. I put an order to buy at the break of this candle, but then we made a new lower candle, and it was consolidating nicely at the EMA, but then as we made a lower candle, I put an order to buy at this candle, and then at this one. Actually, no, I canceled the order just because I did notice the float was really high. It's also a really high priced stock. Not too high, but so that kind of uses up a lot of the account. So I didn't find the reward to be worthy, the reward to be worth me taking the risk, though volume was also decreasing. So all those kind of negative signals didn't find it worthwhile to take the risk. But anyway, the whole day I've been watching ALLO, and starting from the morning, this stock has definitely made an all-time high. Let's see how far back we can go. Yes, it's not an old stock, maybe 2 years old. And you can see it had this level of resistance and kind of failed to break above it until today. And that's why I'm interested in this stock. So if we look at the 5-minute chart after hours yesterday here, you can see it had a nice run up. So creating some resistance at $46. And then if we zoom out, so here we are. Here's that after hours run up. And then we have consolidation. And you can see that it failed to cross this $40 mark. So 1, 2, 3 times. And then, so this morning when I was looking at it, I got interested if and only it crossed above the $40 mark. And then here you can see it's starting to trend upward. Here's the resistance right here at $40. And so now I'm looking for a break above the $40 mark, and you get the break right here. And the high of this candle was $40.19. And so I put an order to buy above that level after the close of this candle. Then we have another candle close. The high of this was $39.86. But usually I would put the order right above that, but there's still that level of resistance at $40. So instead of putting it at about $39.88 or ish, I just put it, if it broke above $40 again. I have my stop loss down here with the EMA. This one I felt like would be a little too tight, just because, in case of some volatility, usually you're going to get some extra volatility here. So I just put the stop loss quite extended. So low risk, but still I saw potential of high reward with the next level of resistance at $46. So we're risking about $1.15. Wait, $1. Actually, I did put my stop loss here. My original would have been here, but so I was originally thinking with the volatility, but I've also figured if we get a fake out, you don't want to be in a trade and have it come down. So I increased my size. So I did take on a little bit extra risk, but the EMA was holding nicely. So this was where I put my stop loss. My original one would have been here, but I was a little bit more aggressive. So we got the break above the $40. And then here it broke again above $40. It held nicely, so we got extra confirmation here. We got to push all the way up to 41.40s. Now, my first profit take was as we approached $41. So I took some of my profits. Looking back, maybe I could have taken some in the 41.40s, but my next profit take would have been in the 41.90s. And you can see we got this red candle here engulfing this green candle. So I ended up getting stopped out at break even for the rest of my position. So this trade ended up being a small winner. I still saw lots of potential here. It would have been really nice to see it come up to this resistance level. But I guess we didn't have enough volume, or just maybe too many sellers. I still think it has potential, but I got stopped out, and that's my one trade per day. Also, this is a bearish engulfing candle, so that's a bearish signal. Plus, it's nearing the end of the morning session, so those are kind of two big negative signals in my book. Also, I drew this trend line here, going back to hit the low in the pre-market, and we're trading now below that trend line. So just the negative signals mounting up. No need to take extra risk. So, small gain of the day. Followed my plan. Anything negative that I can take from today would be, only thing would be maybe waiting for that confirmation candle here that the $40 is going to hold. But I still saw the potential if it was going to break above this level. So I was kind of battling that. So there was confirmation with a break above this high, but we still didn't see a red candle close above the $40. So that would be the mistake there. Just increasing the odds in your favor. Maybe I need to scale out at the $half range as well, because my small trade could have been a little bit bigger. But at the same time, I was looking for a move to go all the way up to $46. So, I think it's if you consistently take profits too soon, you minimize your rewards. But at the same time, you leave money on the table. So there's that to figure out. But I followed my plan. I did good. Not worried about that. It's a small mistake, if we're going to call it a mistake. Good behaviors. I'm trading a stock that's in a range of its all-time high, so very little resistance. I waited for the break above the resistance. I didn't, trade down here in hopes that it would break above. I waited for confirmation. Drew some nice trend lines. I noticed the volume was, so when it made the new high right here, it was the same as the previous high. And my criteria is that the new high needs to have more volume than the previous high. But I think the same volume is okay too. But less volume, that would not have been okay. So in this case, I'm all right with that. So that was good. Here's another high with the same volume. So that's a positive signal, but still there's that negative bearish engulfing candle. So obviously, if we make a new high and another confirmation entry, maybe would be a good entry point, but still we're ending the morning trading period. So I think now's a good time to end my trading day. So thanks for watching. Again, the purpose of this video and the videos I make is to journal my trades, talk about mistakes I'm making, notice any good behaviors I'm doing, trying to duplicate those, and if you can learn from my mistakes and my good behaviors, it's definitely a bonus. If you have any questions, let me know, and good luck.